Hi guys and welcome. Today is Saturday, February 1st. Oh my gosh, that month just flew. Well, really, the last week and a half has been like years. But anyway, pretty much flew. Alright, so I'm going to show you. I wasn't going to get this stamp set, but I'm in a class next weekend and they're featuring this, so I figured I had to buy it. It is from the sweet collection called Beautiful Bokeh. Now some people are saying bouquet, but it's bokeh, I'm pretty sure. So I had originally bought the bokeh papers and the embellishments, but I wasn't going to get another butterfly stamp, but I did, because there are some unique features. This is a stamp die and hybrid embossing folder set. Oh, I'm sorry, it's on page 39 of the January to April mini catalog. So I wasn't going to get it, but you know me, now I got it. Okay, so let's show you, and I'm hoping this video doesn't go too long, but there's a lot to show. So let's get right to it. Let me first grab out my white cardstock. And we're going to cut it down like I kind of did the other week, where I'm going to make, I did 3 3/4. I'm going to do 2 layers that are 3 3/4 by 5. May not be exact because I'm on an angle here. So that leaves me a nice little strip that can be words. And then with this, so this is still 5 inches long here. So I could do a couple more 3 3/4 if I want to, which I think I will. And then I'll just leave this piece the way it is. All right, so we have a lot of good, and that's a little bit smaller. So we have a lot of good pieces that we can use to stamp on. I am going to feature our current in color, so these will go through the next catalog. Oh, I guess I should have them this way if you guys want to see the names. Didn't think about that. All right, so we have Pretty in Pink, which is a returning color. We had this maybe 8 years ago. We have Shy Shamrock, we have Peach Pie, we have Petunia Pop, and we have Summer Splash. I think that's what it's called. I haven't used these a lot. I mean, I've used the Peach Pie a lot, and I've used the Petunia Pop a lot. But as far as the others, haven't really used them a lot. But I figure with butterflies, it'll look good. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do this big butterfly. Let's grab out my biggest block here. And let's grab one of those . Looks like it'll be centered okay. I'm going to go to the upper right, because if I do a card, I may want to leave that area for my greeting. And I think I'm going to do this big one in Petunia Pop. With a big stamp like this, I usually like to go stamp pad to stamp, just to make sure that I get it pretty accurate. Like I said, I'm going to do the upper right here. I'm going to leave a little bit of an edge, because I might have to cut this out with the dies too, because I do have matching dies. There, and this is a new stamp set. I haven't conditioned it yet, as you can see, so I need to rub that on my paper sack. Let me grab that out. Should have thought about that. So, also a good way to clean it off. So this is just a brown paper sack, and I have a little cardboard insert in there that I got from my Chinese place when I ordered. Alright, let me try doing this again on the other side and see if it's any better. I also go ahead and I will ink them up with Versamark, and I will also take it to the sink and rub it, clean it with dish soap. So Let's see if this is, I already tell it's pooling up there, so still needs to be conditioned a little bit more. Yep, still needs to be conditioned a little more, but you get the idea. All right, so that's the big stamp here. Let me put that over here. Then we have these two stamps that fill in these areas. They're a little bit bigger than that. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be that. Yeah, because they're too big for the die cuts. So let's go ahead and do one with each color. Let's try this. See, with me, you get realness. I do not go ahead and practice all this before I get on. And so you get the real news. So this one looks like it's kind of on that side. And then let's see, let me grab another block. See, I would think the lines would go together, but they don't. So there you have that on the bottom part there. And I'm just lay these here for now. I know they have to be cleaned off, but they're a lighter color, so we're okay for now. Then let's grab another piece from over here. If I can use my fingers, Lord. All right, we have this butterfly. Of course, it has cut out two. So there you have that. You have the side view butterfly. Go ahead, I didn't close that pretty in pink all the way. That would not have been good. And you have your side butterfly here. Let's see, you have some dots. Just kind of put that around here. See, you have some dots here. Who doesn't like a good dot for background techniques? All right, so you have that. Let's see, I think the rest is words, isn't it? Yep, the rest is words. So I'm going to put this over here. The words I'm going to do just in black. My Memento Tuxedo black. And let's go ahead and grab a bunch of words and put them on at the same time. So we have a happy birthday. We have a for you. We have a little I'm here for you. You know, I might keep that one for the next one because it's pretty big. All right, so we have this one. It's thinking of, isn't it? Oh, so thankful. And then we have this hello. So let's kind of just do those all at once. All right, leave that over there. Then we have two sayings left, and that'll be it for our stamps. I'm going to put these back on, but I know I have to clean these. So I'll just grab my my wet cloth and clean them all at once. Let's do this. Let's do this. Just go over those and clean those right in the stamp case. All right. Then we have these two words. I have to do a longer block for this one. Time to celebrate. And then we have this one. I'm just going to kind of do it. In case you need me, I'm here. All right. So that's your 12-piece stamp set. Now you have a 12-piece die set too. So let me see. I think I have to use my bigger one. No, I should be using my smaller one. Well, this, let me show you. This is meant to go on a card base. So let me get my stamps out of the way. Leave some of these here, because we'll need to cut some of those out. Let me grab my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. For those of you who watched my Finish It Friday, that's the cardstock, the bokeh that I used on that one card with the die cuts. Alright, so this is meant to go on a folded piece of cardstock. So here's your card base, right? This is meant to lock into that fold. See how that is? So that's meant to lock into that fold. So let me go ahead and lay this down and bring that right to that fold. And see, it kind of locks in. Hope I'm centered. All right. So what happens with that is now you'll trim this part off. Let me take my little snips. I'm going right on the inside of that fold line where that base is. And now you have, ooh, let me put these scissors away before I hurt someone. So now you have a fold card like that. And if you wanted to, oh, goodness, get my water bottle. If you wanted to, here's a card layer. Oh my gosh, I have so much out now. You could do your little card layer right underneath that. Sorry for the shadows, but it's early in the morning, and I don't want to use my overhead light, so I'm using my light. And I think I would want to just cut that off because I don't like the way those are. So that's how that comes in. Now I believe if you wanted to, no, it's a different butterfly. So I don't think that would quite work. Alright, so that's that big stamp there. Let me get out. Put this over here for now. Get this out so I don't lose any dies. Alright, but I think I can use my baby for the rest of these, but maybe I'll just keep this big one out. Alright, so that's that big die right there. Perfect. Alright, now here's the other dies. There. I'm like, wait, where did my... So I have platform 1, die adapter 2, and 2 3s on here. Alright, so here is this. These two go together. This also cuts this out if you want to. So let's show you with that. But then this, I think, yes, goes right in there. So let's show both ways. So let's grab out my big butterfly that I did. let's lay this down. Make sure we don't cut off his little antennae. I'm just looking to make sure I have kind of a little white base mostly around everything. Let's put this down. So I'm going to do it one at a time. You could run both of these through at the same time, and I'll show you that in a second. But I'm just going to show you this right now. All right. Put this back on there. So here that is cut out. All right, let's show you with a piece of cardstock here. All right, you could, now I'm always very weary about running these through together because you know that happened to me before where I didn't tape it down and one die cut into another. Still works, but just makes me a little weary. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to put this inside of it. I'm going to leave just a little bit of room on both sides. I'm not taping this down to the paper. I'm taping this to one another. All right, and now we're going to run this through. So you can use the outline die to cut out your stamped image. You can run these through together. So here you have an outline now. And then you also have, let me do this. I'll do it over here so you can see, because they fall out pretty easily. Look at that. Alright, a few more I need to run my brush through probably. Just one or two maybe. Alright, so then you also have that. So you can get your outline. Let me bring it through. By cutting them out at the same time, you get your outline, you get the inside. Now if you don't like the whiteness around this, you could put this right over there. So then you don't see that white border. So a lot of ways that these interact with one another. All right, let me put those over there. Put this in my wastebasket here. All right, so there's that. Let's go ahead now. What do we have left? We have quite a few left, I think. So we have the little butterfly and the side butterfly. Again, it's kind of the same thing. This is going to cut out your big butterfly, or I'm sorry, your smaller butterfly. And then this is going to cut your side butterfly. So let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, oh, here's my piece of tape. I lost my piece. This is your side butterfly. And we'll run that through. If I can find my plate. Where did I put my other plate? Here it is. Alright, so here's your two butterflies cut out. but you also can use, let me grab that back out, this one. You also can do the same thing with this. Let's not cut into too much more cardstock. So you could always do this too, where you can cut that out. Now it's not an exact match, and these two are the same. If you can see, they're exactly the same. You just get two of them. So if you wanted to, you could do this. Even though they're not an exact match. Oh shoot. Did you see how I did that? Alright. So again, I'm not taping them to the paper, I'm taping them to one another. But I'm going to cut this one off on the side here, so you can see that too. Alright, so let's take this off. So there you can see, now you have two little tiny butterflies, and those little pieces will come out. Plus you also have a pretty cool butterfly on its own, as well as cutting out that stamp. So there's lots of uses for those dies. Okay. Now I'm ready to the embossing folder, so I'm not going to show you these, but these are just the 3 different sizes of the bodies. And then these, let me put my paper back, these 2 cut out your words. They're so thankful, the happy birthday. So they're good for your, they're good for your words. Alright, so now let's go to the embossing folder. Now it is a hybrid and it is a 3D. So I am going to take out my plate 2, and I'm not going to use either of my plate 3s. I'm just going to use my platform and my adapter. Let me go grab it. It's over here. Sorry, I stepped on something. And my adapter. Alright, now with hybrid folders though, sometimes they have to be a little bit different. So, and I haven't used one in a while, so we're going to do this together. Alright, so I'm going to grab that bokeh again.